Welcome to the Boca Soul.
Send me the feed.
Hey, got a minute?
Host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Welcome to Boca Soul, featuring Calypso. Brought to you by the Calypso Shah Spiritual Center in Boca Raton. Specializing in past lives readings, astrology, plus energy healing, event planning, and more. Calypso Spiritual Center, where you discover the beauty of your soul. Call 561-808-9180 to make your appointment. And now, here's today's Boca Soul.
Welcome to the Boca Soul Radio Talk Show. We're here from Calypso Shah Spiritual Center. We are located at 6885 Southwest 18th Street here in Boca Raton. Beautiful day today. I woke up this morning. I had a beautiful rainbow going all over from side to side. You can visit us on our website, bocasoulcenter.com. You can call us anytime throughout the day and through our show if you have any questions for us. Our number is 561-808-9108. And today we're going to bring a beautiful topic. It's called sound, music, language, and spirituality. Today with me I have Sandra.
Hello.
Hi, Sandra. How are you doing?
Great, Marta. Thank you. How are you guys doing?
Great. I have Abby with me.
Hey, folks.
And our very own Calypso Shop.
Hello, guys. Hello.
Okay, great. We have so much energy and so many topics today. Are you guys excited?
Very excited.
Super excited.
Excellent. So I'm going to tell our audience our segments we have through our show today so they know what's coming after. So we're going to have a Bible talk section with Calypso. Calypso is also going to talk us about past life philosophy. And obviously all these topics are related to our topic today, which is sound, music, and spirituality.
Second.
So we're also going to have Ayurveda metaphysical tips by Sandra.
Give you great remedies.
Excellent, thank you. And we're also going to have our plant time with Abby.
Playing time with Avi.
It's excellent. We have so many things. I did some of the homework you asked
You did
for.
some homework? You planted some plants?
Yes, and I have a great pictures. We can show it on our Facebook page, and we're also going to show us on our website, bocasoulcenter.com. If you want to see the way we look and our beautiful environment and our beautiful spirit, just go into our website, click on the tab radio, and you can see our show streaming live today.
Yeah.
You guys are excited?
We are very excited.
Okay, I know you guys, we've been practicing a lot from our topic this week, and we have so many things at so little time.
Yes.
So let's start with our topic, sound and spirituality. And Calypso, I want to bring the topic, and there is something going on the news today that you wanted to bring.
Well, I think Avi can tell us exactly what it is, and I will tell you. We all tell you what we think.
Yeah, we got some more sad news today. We have Joan Rivers has passed, which I'm sure a lot of people know already. She was 81, and unfortunately she had some complications with an operation and went into a coma, and she's not with us anymore. But from our topic, we can discuss how her words were incredible, that her message was amazing, and she helped break taboos and really move us forward. as a society.
So yesterday I was watching the commentary movie about her when she was 75.
Right.
I didn't know her so well. I mean, I remember police fashion or whatever.
Oh yeah, I remember Police Fashion.
Great show.
When she was like very critical, and I thought that she's this critical lady. But when I watched it yesterday, I realized that under all this talk and all this thing, there is a very delicate lady, that was looking for approval and love and affection. She found a way to attract people attention by being this way.
Sure.
But she actually just wanted to be heard,
Right. And we all want to be heard.
So this is like it's kind of message for everybody to know, you could be talented and you can use your talent in all kind of ways. She could use her talent in a million other ways, in my point of view, if her self-esteem was stronger. She didn't have to go to be this kind of person. But I think she was very talented and very hard-working person. She always wanted to work and bring her message. And actually, in the early time of her, I don't know if it was the 50s or so, she broke a lot of taboos. She would say things that nobody dared to say, especially about women.
Absolutely.
And I think she took this success that she had there and she kept doing till the end of her life. But I appreciate this all very much.
Yes, and she brings, what we're talking about today, which is the power, it's power of the sound and the power of language. And
exactly.
She brought it into how powerful her messages were, even though they were funny, sarcastic, but it actually makes a point and make people think about it.
Yeah,
right.
I love the way she was very extroverted, and she was critical not only on others but also herself, and always talking very raw. So she brings a lot of attention from Hollywood from that.
Yeah, I think
she herself.
Yeah, she made people learn to say, not just to hide behind words, but to say whatever you think, right, wrong, and different. But it is, I think we all support. You have to be sincere with your words.
Incredible.
That's very, very good news, I guess, for everybody wants to hear the different side, of this story.
Yes.
And so let's start with the topic today, Calypso. And we always bring past life philosophy for our topics. And our topic today is sound music, spirituality, and language. So how do you know all this, as we talk about sound and music, is connected to past lives?
Well, I think we all have this kind of moment when we grow up. For example, where a sound or word or language affect us, not in a way that you expect. Like I grew up in Israel, and so this is my culture, this is my language, this is what comfort for me, and then I get excited about something in English, a song in English or in Spanish or in another language that I'm not exposed, and it touched my heart.
It creates an emotion in you.
Create an emotion. Then there is something about it, and more obsessed we get about the language, a place, a sound, it shows us that it's something from another lifetime. And at the same time, if you hear language that make you feel like, I'm not comfortable for no apparent reason, you didn't leave anything that affected you.
And you see how you talk about how this is so connected to the emotions. Know how this sounds, different sounds that are out there, as you say, a language or music, it just bring that emotional side of us, and it could be either in a positive or a negative way.
Or negative way. So for example, this is the example that we talked about, and I'm bringing. I grew up in Israel till age 22. I didn't leave Israel.
Wow.
I saw churches, I don't know, I can count in my hands when we had a trip in Israel and we found church somewhere. I was not exposed. Maybe in movies, I saw movies, But when I moved to America, when I lived in a place where I heard the bell of the church, it was very emotional, comforting sound for me that had no explanation to my life before.
So you're probably a Christian in your past lives.
Sure.
Or you did some church work. Or a nun.
Yeah. I'm sure that but it was comforting. So it was past lifetime when church, all this thing about church was comforting.
And as you say before, there is no memory. There can't be any memory of that from your current life because you never lived beside a church.
Yeah, it wasn't anything connected to my growing up. The other thing I love with passion, everything about Ireland. I'd never visited Ireland, but when I put songs in Irish or the language people talk, or even the food, I eat potatoes and bread like crazy. It's like, and I think for me, what I think these two things were past lifetime where I was happy.
Exactly, because the subconscious records those good memories for the future lives.
Exactly. Right. So we see by this our sound, music, language is connected so strongly to our spirit. We take it with us. When we go to the next world, we come with these memories.
Yes.
And it's connected to our emotions and how that emotions are connected to our spirit.
Right. It's connected to our emotions, and that's what affects us for all our life anyway.
Right.
Okay.
What do we have in the Bible today?
Oi, you're eager.
I was.
I'm
just
excited for Bible talk.
Yay. Okay, so Avi, I will say the word in Hebrew, and Avi understands Hebrew, so you will say what you think about it.
Yeah.
The word vayomar.
Vayomar, and he said.
And he said.
Yes.
So the first, in the beginning of the Bible, one of the things that we need to, you need to see is that God created whatever he created with words. He said this and that, and he created the world.
Whatever the words have power.
Right?
The first word is vayu. Vayu?
It's one word, vayomar.
Vayomar?
The root is amal.
Okay. Because it's funny, in Sanskrit, vayu is air, and vayu and air is what relates to sound also. So
right.
So it's this is how we see from the Bible that first, before something was created, first was spoken, and how this power of the sound before creation. That's how it starts. I think this is a great insight for this first part of our show. We're going to go back to a little break, a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have more segments. We're going to have Sandra talking more about Ayurvedic and metaphysical tips for us, and then we'll have Abby Plant. And we're actually, Calypso is going to do a reading on our fourth segment, and we're actually going to have a guest. Her name is Carolina Zacharias. She does sound healing, so we're very excited to have her. So we'll be right back here at Boca Soul Radio Show.
At Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, learn how your past lives are affecting your present experience in this planet. Calypso will read your past life's experiences and help you overcome personal issues, grow spiritually, and find inner peace. Call to schedule an appointment at 561-808-9108. Service provided by Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, 561-808-9108. With a nationwide knowledge in the real estate market, Stefan Statlander will give you the best tools available in the market to make that real estate transaction a breeze. Buying, selling, renting, personal or commercial. Stefan is a broker associate and has the experience and reliability you have been looking for. Brokerage with State Land Brown, LLC. Call to set up an appointment at 561-572-1911. Our community is growing every day, and our show streams through iHeartRadio to any place in the world. Don't lose the opportunity to advertise during our show. Call at 561-808-9108.
Welcome to the Boca Soul Radio Talk Show. We're just on our second segment of their show today, and we're here live from our studio in Boca Soul. We are on our website, bocasoulcenter.com, and we're here live from our studio at Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, 6885 Southwest 18th Street here at Boca. And first, we had Calypso. She gave us some insights about past life philosophy, and our topic today, which is sound, music, and language. So it's everything that it's sounds.
Yeah, and I want to say I have so much more about this topic, but since we don't have time, we'll put it in our website, and so you can read
can
it.
always check our website, check out the radio tab or the blog tab, and see what extra stuff there is.
Yes, we always have extra information that we can't bring it all in 1 hour. And to start our topic, we have Sandra. It's Ayurveda and metaphysical tips. So, Sandra, what do you have for us today?
Okay, so like usual, I'm going to start with the angel. The archangel of the day is Archangel Sandalphon, which is the angel of music. And is also the messenger carrier of our earthly prayer directly to God.
Amazing. So sound and music.
Sandalphon. And he's the incarnation. He's known as the incarnation of the prophet Elijah. Remember, guys, how last week we spoke about Metatron?
Yep.
Who was the incarnation of Enoch? Well, Sandalphon, he's the co-brother, he's a spiritual brother of Archangel Metatron.
Beautiful.
So I think it's amazing how, without knowing, they came together.
They're always ashgacha, like we say, like protection and guidance. Remember, in Passover, we always leave a cup of wine and chair for Elijah. We all believe that he comes to visit us in this day, and it's a holiday of singing and talking and praying.
Yeah,
Elijah
used to be a prophet and a miracle worker in the 9th century before Jesus Christ in ancient Jerusalem, in ancient Israel.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for that little story. I think it's very good for people to know, more. So, Sandra, what do you have for us about crystals and chakras?
So I want to start with the chakras, with the Om sound. Sorry. What is Om? Om is a sacred sound of creation. In the Vedas, in Ayurveda, space, ether, or Akash, no matter how you want to call it, is directly related to sound. So ears relate to space.
Right.
And Om, we did chakra meditation before. We experienced it.
Yes, we do it actually every morning here in our office. We get together, we do our meditation, and we do 3 times Om. And it's funny how the first it's a little, we're all the different tunes, but on the third one, we're all together. We kind of like the vibration. Yeah. It's on their best.
Vibration change.
Yes.
I think the home in Vayomar, and he said it's the same thing actually. I believe it's the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I think it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about.
It's a color purple, and it's a 1,000 lotus, petal lotus on top of the crown chakra.
Right.
So it's the 7th chakra.
Yes, correct. Well, actually, we have more chakras, but yes, it's the 7.
Yeah, the chakra that's sound. I feel like also talking. So you have the blue, right?
Yes, we have the blue stone. It's related to the throat chakra.
Right.
I have here a blue chalcedony, which you can put directly on your throat, just like that. And it helps heal your throat, especially if you have anger or if you have voice problem. This blue chalcedony is excellent.
Amazing.
And I would like to tell the audience, people that they don't understand very well about chakras, which number is the 4th chakra? We can just tell them a little bit more.
The 5th chakra.
The 5th chakra.
Yes, this is the 5th chakra.
Your throat chakra.
So it's right here on your throat. That's why all the communication and all the energy, if you feel like your communication is not going well, maybe you're every time you talk, instead of coming anger through that, you want to tune it out.
So blue gemstones are good for that. We have here lapis lazuli bracelets.
Come get your bracelets at the center.
That we sell at the center.
Yes,
so you
got it today.
You can also order online, I believe, Avi.
Oh yeah, we can get
online?
Lots of them.
Okay.
We'd love to see you here.
Yes, and so lapis lazuli too. Also, the color is blue, and it also connected to the chakra. That's the color of the chakra, and we have that little elephant right there too.
A little lapis lazuli elephant, and we have more stone elephants also in the center for retail.
All kinds of elephants.
We
also have essential oils.
We have essential oils. We are proud distributors of Young Living, and today we choose the Joy Blend. It's a delightful combination of rose, jasmine, bergamot, citrus, and we love it because it directly connect to music,
exactly.
dance,
Every time we dance,
to joyful
music.
emotions.
Exactly.
And
We have it
today
here.
we put a lot of it, and we were actually singing before
Outside.
we started. It was amazing how it affected us because we were singing what we never did, right? We never sang.
Incredible.
So
Beautiful.
Thanks so much.
And I love the smell
That's
from
great.
it.
I love it.
It's not only the power, but the smell.
Right,
Oh,
I
you're
love
enjoy
it.
today?
It's
Oh, yeah.
citrusy and rosy too.
yeah,
I love it.
I wish you could smell it, people.
Delightful. Come
Smells
visit
good.
us.
I'm
Come check it
gonna
out.
throw some maybe and
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Sandra, do you have Ayurvedic remedy for us today? Or
well,
no, I think that's all.
no, Lavi.
How much you got? What else you got
we
left?
got many things.
Actually, yes, in Ayurveda we recommend mantras for
Mhm.
sound healing.
Oh,
So there's
excellent.
powerful mantra for children. I like the Saraswati mantra. Saraswati, she's a goddess of intelligence, and
Cool.
she's connected to the air element as well.
Beautiful, Sandra. Thank
beautiful.
you so much.
Perfect.
No
And now we're
problem.
gonna start
Thank
with you,
you.
Avi. I know you're so anxious to talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
Oh my
plants
God.
and
Plant time.
sounds.
Nobody can stop him. He's like,
He's on
There.
fire
Plan
today.
he's on fire.
Too much, too
Yeah.
much aromatherapy for you.
Too much
today.
aromatherapy?
So much joy.
So I really appreciated you showing me your picture that you planted with your son. Last week we talked about planting with kids, gardens, being out in the sun, and you said that he really loved the magic.
He
The
loved
magic
it.
of the plant, seeing it every day.
Yes, and I want to share this little bit with the audience. We bought actually cucumber seeds, and we had no idea how fast they grow. We put them in, it was a week ago. It was
Yeah.
Saturday, last
Yeah.
Saturday. Put them in 3 days. They're already sprouts. That was the picture we're going to put in. And I
That's
just
it.
asked my husband to text me today because I forgot to take a picture of today, and they're already like a foot tall.
That's
So
amazing.
so my son every morning he wakes up and he's like, "Mom, look at this! Look how much they've grown." It's like for him it's magic, and it's actually magic. Seen from
It's
such a
magical.
tiny seed, it comes something so
And
big.
pretty fast.
Yeah,
In
it
Very
only a
really
week.
is. It
I
really
didn't know
is.
it grows so fast
Yeah.
even.
So today I want to talk about a few things. First of all, I want to talk about the basics of planting, but more importantly, our topic today is the power of sound. So how sound relates to plants. What I wanted to say was, first of all, that plants are conscious. Plants are living beings. Just like we all have a spirit, plants also have a spirit, maybe on a lower level. You know, you think about plants, how they reach out toward the sun. They reach their roots down into the soil to look for water. And if you think about a vine twirling around a string, you know, it's searching for the best place to go to get that sun, and
Trees
they're
is the best
conscious.
place.
Yeah, getting the best locations. Now, our words and our thoughts really have an effect on them, just like they have an effect on our reality and on everyone around us. They also have a profound effect on plants. We can talk to them, appreciate them, and on top of that, really play them some nice classical music. We know the classical music's good for brain development, having our brain work efficiently.
For kids.
For kids, for adults, for everyone.
everybody.
Play it in your office, play it in your space. And when you talk to plants, you want to always give them positive thoughts. Because when you're thinking and you're talking and you say things that are negative, or you think, oh, I always have to water this plant every day, it's probable that that plant's not going to be very happy from that.
Yeah. Oh, you're upset and you're swearing and you're like,
Swearing
while
at your
you're
plants.
watering them, they need to have water, but you don't even think that you're affecting them with your words.
Yeah,
think
Right.
they're
it's
very
very important.
sensitive.
They're very sensitive, and it's important for their health. On top of that, the plants are used to being out in nature. They're used to hearing the sounds of the bees, the birds, the humming, the singing, and it really gives them a purpose in life because that's part of what they do. You know, everything is connected. So when we have them in our house and we have them in our office, it's important to give them that appreciation, talk around them, and play them some music. But on top of that, there's also a scientific aspect to breathing on your plants and giving them the carbon dioxide from our breath, which is what they breathe in. Now, plants breathe out, they exhale the oxygen, which we need
So
and animals need.
it's a total synergy.
It's
You-
a
you talk to-
symbiosis of life,
Beautiful.
and we need to really appreciate them for that and respect them. Now, at the same time, it's important to note that you can't just talk to your plants and breathe on them and hope they're going to survive. There are some basic things you need to do for plants to keep them alive. First of all, they need water and they need sun. They need a little aeration in the soil, but what a lot of people don't realize exactly is that they also need wind or movement. They like to dance around to the music.
So if you put fan in front of them, is it
put
going
a
to help
fan,
them?
Make sure that the air conditioning maybe blows them a little bit, because they breathe through what's called the stomata, which are like our pores. They breathe through them.
So the movement is helping them breathe.
The movement allows them to move that air around and get the CO2 that they need and get rid of the oxygen that they're trying to get rid of. And when it sits there, it builds up, and they can't let it out. They can't let it out. So what was really cool, you were telling me, is about how you clean your plants.
I do it, and we have this beautiful lily here at the office, and I have one in my house, and they have these huge, big green leaves. And one of the things I do once a month, I just get my little cloth, soak them in water, just plain water, and just rub them each leaf at a time. They look nice, pretty, shiny. And as you say, actually talk to them. I just talk and say, "Oh, they look so good. You got more flowers."
Oh, my baby, how you doing?
I know. And so it's actually,
you see a difference.
Thankfully, yes, but they actually not only they good just because they have no they have no dirt on the top of
the dust, the debris that collects there, you wipe it away.
Exactly. But also the next day you can tell that they're stronger, they get more upright.
You're in tune. You're in tune. So that was the last thing I wanted to say, is that when you communicate with them and you talk to them, they begin to communicate with you, and you can notice little things, that they're happy, that there are things that are wrong, and at the same time you begin to have more respect for nature and earth, and appreciate all the little things that you might not see in day-to-day life.
Yes.
What? No.
Go ahead.
I just remember when you describe how you clean them. My mother used to clean them with milk.
Oh,
actually, the ones in the house, the one that we had in the house, she used to clean them with milk, and they look beautiful.
I know milk specifically, a lot of people use because it has a very low acidity. It's high in alkaline. And that helps with mildew, actually, and different things.
I didn't even know. You are so smart. You bring information that is amazing.
It's amazing.
I didn't know everything.
We like to do also, and we do it with Calypso, is picking off all the dead leaves that are in the plants.
Of course.
And we do it here at the center all the time.
And they also love crystals. You can charge some quartz crystal under the sun, and then put it on top of the soil of the plants. The crystals and the plants, they love each other. So it's a great combination. They energize each other.
There you go. You heard it here first.
What type of crystal do you use?
Quartz, rock crystal, clear quartz.
Clear quartz, clears them.
Definitely, I'm going to start doing that for my plants.
I actually have a lot of crystals in my plants for a very long time. I just put there whatever I feel like, and they're just there together.
First, you can charge the crystal under the sun, and then put it on your plant.
I don't even charge them; just put them there, and they charge itself, in the sun. But what you're saying is good too.
Yeah, charge them, clean them, take care of them.
I think it's awesome, and I think it's great topics. And one of the things that we're talking today about sound and spirituality, and now we're talking about the plants, how important for them is when we talk to them. And it's not only the interaction of the chemical aspect of it, we're giving them CO2, and they're giving us oxygen, but it's also the intention and the intention and the power of those words that we give to them. Great. This is our great segment, and we have to go to a little commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to have Carolina Zacharias. She does sound healing. She's going to show us some of her instruments, and she's a beautiful person. And also, we're going to go on our last part of our show. We're going to have a reading. Calypso's going to do a reading, and we're very excited to see this. When we come, okay, that's it. And our phone number, 561-808-9108. If you guys have a question, just give us a call. We're here. We'll be right back at Boca Soul Radio Show.
At Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, learn how your past lives are affecting your present experience in this planet. Calypso will read your past life's experiences and help you overcome personal issues, grow spiritually, and find inner peace. Call to schedule an appointment at 561 561-808-9108. Service provided by Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, 561-808-9108. With a nationwide knowledge in the real estate market, Stefan Statlander will give you the best tools available in the market to make that real estate transaction a breeze. Buying, selling, renting, personal or commercial. Stefan is a broker associate and has the experience and reliability you have been looking for. Brokerage with Stateland Brown, LLC. Call to set up an appointment at 561-572-1911. Our community is growing every day, and our show streams through iHeartRadio to any place in the world. Don't lose the opportunity to advertise during our show. Call at 561-808-9108.
Welcome back to our Boca Soul Radio Show. We're here live from our center, Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, located at 6885 Southwest 18th Street. And also you can check our website, bocasoulcenter.com. You can click on the tab radio and you can see us streaming live every Friday at 2 o'clock. Also, we have our topics today is actually music, sound, language, and how is that connected to spirituality. Calypso gave us great insights from the Bible. What is the first sounds?
Yes.
And Sandra brought all her metaphysical tips and Ayurveda tips about which angels can,
yes, relate to
music and sound. And we had Abby also talking about plants and how that music is related to them. And now we have Carolina Zacharias with us. She is our guest for today's show. Hello.
Hi. Thank you very much for having me and welcome me into your house. I appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much, Carolina, for coming.
We are so excited to have you.
Super excited.
So I told the audience before, you do sound healing.
Yes, I do groups where I use instruments as an aid to raise our vibration. But, I also combine wisdom because I believe that in order for us to raise our vibration, we have to reframe our way of thinking. And it does not matter how much you meditate. If you don't reframe your thoughts, you're going to remain in the vibration regardless.
Right.
I love that you're talking about vibration because the show today, we're talking about music, sound. And so how is this vibration connected to energy?
At the beginning of the show, you guys were talking about the Bible, and I understand that when the I am say I am that I am, and now I become many, a big explosion happened. And even science confirms the Big Bang.
Yes.
And in the Kabbalah book, there's a lot of knowledge about how the creation of the world were happening, where they describe that it was an explosion, and then the first thing was the sound. Yes. So the sound to me is the closest vibrational frequency to the Creator. It reminds us the way back. When we come to this dimension, we forget who we are. And we become in an illusion game of the mind that is telling us that we're better than anybody else, that we are above and beyond.
Competition.
Yes, and that's the old paradigm, I hear you guys talking about negative and positive energy. That's an old paradigm. My understanding about is the new paradigms. There's no such thing as negative and positive, other than a polarity. When you call a negative energy negative, then you're applying judgment to it.
Right.
Okay. So judgment is from the mind. The new paradigm saying no, we all are one.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so when you talk, I see you have instruments you brought
today. Yes,
I
do. So as my aid, I also arranged it. Because I believe that in our walk on earth, we become so rigid. And I remind people with the sound of water, flexibility.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Music has been on earth from the beginning. It's been something that nature has provided us. You guys were talking about that. The wind is
the
music,
5 elements.
The sound of the water, even when the ocean is telling us, in the peacefully move I'm here with you, embrace me.
Exactly.
But it also gets angry and it gets strong, and strong sound emits out of it.
Water
So,
is communication,
yes,
transportation.
and it's a way to God feed us through the sound of nature. You know, but many of us isolate and just limit ourselves to the sound of music, forgetting that sound is all about you say it, you know, nature is reminding us,
right,
the sound.
When
we just have to be and pay attention.
When we pay attention, exactly, when we pay attention to sound, we become mindful.
Yes.
And metaphysically, mindfulness is the awareness of the space around us.
Yes.
And this is consciousness.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And
Beautiful
you also
said.
connect this topic, I found very interesting, because you connected to the word, speaking. And then it say at the beginning was the word. And the word was God.
Yes.
You know? And then when you say at the beginning was the word and the word is God, we have to pay attention to those words. Because in the way that we speak right now, we're not speaking words that comes from the Creator. You know, the words that we talk should be elevated to the sound of the Creator.
And as you say, it's true. Back in when we talk about calypso in history, people used to be very careful the words they choose to talk.
Of course.
Now people talk, and they totally forget.
And the most
the
sad
power
thing
of that.
is that they translate that to music.
Yes.
And music is powerful.
It's very powerful.
You know, and then if you put words that are not in alignment with the ways of love into a song, you know,
and the intention you want to bring.
Yes,
I think it
you're
doesn't have to
taking
be
away
love.
from it.
It doesn't have to be love. It needs to be you can express yourself like nature does, but do it right, not with people are lacking dignity in the way they express it, you know.
Yes,
that's what
I mean,
felt.
if you wanna transmit a message that is not uplifted, you know, through the way of music, why you're doing it that way?
Because some people are just angry inside.
Well, you can express
and the way,
or
you
maybe
can express anger and say I'm
They're
angry instead of
misguided.
using you know, like all these words that mean nothing.
Yeah.
And you express your anger.
And you know, that's why we do mantras. You know, the mantras are words repetitions that bring blessings to our us. If you are going to do something and you're going to say, this is going to kill me, this is going to kill me, you know, and you repeat those words, guess what is going to kill you?
Exactly.
You know,
yes.
because we manifest.
Right,
you are the creator of your reality. So you're using the sound that travels to God's ear through the wind. You were talking at the beginning also about the wind, and you asked me, you know, if I like the wind, and I told you, of course I do, because the wind is the breath of the Creator. You know, it's through the oxygen and the wind that we feed and that we connect with God, and we just have to feel it. You know, go beyond the ears of how you listen to music. Go to the feeling of the music, because in the feeling is the connection with the divine. It's feeling, and we are so scared to feel because everything that we feel hurts. We create so much stress and anxiety, and we're scared to feel. And in the feeling is how we connect with God.
And we were talking about at the beginning of the show how sounds and music are connected to emotions.
Yes.
So that's what we want to bring. We want healing through these sounds. And I wanted to hear more about what you do and how do you bring that healing through your
I bring wisdom, as you can see, you know, when I talk, and I also guide people to meet their souls, you know, because my work is I investing in humanity. I believe that we can create a better world, and that have to be created one person at a time, and that person have to be ourselves. I cannot convert anybody to believe something that I do know. You know, believing is from the mind, knowing is from the soul. And thus I inviting everybody in my groups to remember who they are and to own their power.
Yeah, we're not there to convert anybody. Just
and to
be
claim
here and speak your own truth.
Yes. Well, you were in one of my groups.
Yes,
and that's
and
how,
I
as a result of that, I'm
Carolina.
here.
This is why I was so excited to come today, because that's you. That's what you do. And
I guide. I guide to a certain point, but then I let people write their own right, because their soul is not my soul. It is, because we are all one. But there's that, and it's this, you know, and it's everything. We in this three-dimensional plane have the tendency to believe they have to be one way or the other. No, we are oneness, but they also are individuals.
Which I wanted to ask you, which other instruments do you use?
I use an ocean drum. I use crystal singing bowls, quartz. I use yes, that's a rain stick, and I use the
Watch
ocean
out for the mic.
drum.
Wow.
And the reason why I use the ocean drum is because I take you from the rivers of Earth,
Right.
which is the blood of Mother Earth. Okay?
Beautiful.
It's our arteries. It's the veins of Earth. You know, if you pay attention, the world is our human body, and the universe is our neural system. You know, we contain the universe within
Yeah,
ourselves.
we have all the 5 elements.
Yes. And so I take
water in
people
us.
from the rivers to the ocean, which is the strength of the high consciousness on Earth. And then to the ocean, to the sound of my gongs and my singing bowls. And I open a sacred space, calling the directions, honoring the fact that we are not just human beings and mind. We are spirits as well. And I bring everything into oneness in my group. And I give back the power to people. You know, I don't take away, I don't tell you what to do. I show you the way, and the way is your path, and you follow.
Beautiful. We have here a singing bowl.
Yeah.
Do you mind to play it for us?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for honoring me that way.
Yes, I think it's great for the audience. People that are out there, we're talking about all these instruments. They already heard some which are very connected to the sounds of the earth. And this is actually a little different, but I'm so glad you said you use them too.
Yeah, I do.
And
I love it.
Let's hear it.
And you know, in Buddhism, they ring a bell before they start their prayers.
In Tibetan medicine
In
also.
Yom Kippur, we sound the shofar in Rosh Hashanah to raise the vibration. Sound is being used by the Catholic Church with the use of bells. You know,
Exactly
we
how they
know,
started.
and the native use drums and rattles to rattle their soul. So that is being an aid for humanity to connect with the divine.
And
The
by
sound
yes.
is very much connected with God, not than anything else is. But
Let's show the audience
yeah,
so they
absolutely.
can hear.
So I do it 3 times because it's one for the mind, one for the body, and one for the spirit. And breathe, because our souls recharge with our breathing. There is how God feed us.
Well played. Awesome. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's uplifting. You know, if you allow yourself just not to hear with your ears, but hear with your soul.
Yeah,
You
attune to
know,
those
when you put your
vibrations.
heart and you feel, then
And-
it becomes a completely different experience.
And I guess people out there felt the vibration from it, because I think this is beautiful from this, this element, this singing bowl, the metal from it, and then you feel how that vibration goes through your
Yes.
skin. It kind of like cleans you.
Yes.
I feel like it's coming to me, that wave of sound, and it's like
Yeah.
going through me.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
amazing.
Yeah, I
Thank
love
you.
it too. Thank you for inviting me. I just want also to invite people to check my work at
Yes, of course.
www.carolinazakaria.com.
Yeah, I read
I-
your website. I love
Yeah.
it. Thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for all what
Thank
you're
you.
doing.
My
website.
work
You're
is
beautiful
is
soul.
planting seeds to create a better world.
We have to go for a commercial break right now, and when we come back, Calypso is going to do a reading to Carolina.
I'm very excited.
And we're very excited to see. And for the people out there that wants to, contact us, you can also go to our website, bocasoulcenter.com, and you can give us a call at 561-808-9108, and we'll be right back here at Boca Soul Radio Show.
At Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, learn how your past lives are affecting your present experience in this planet. Calypso will read your past lives' experiences and help you overcome personal issues, grow spiritually, and find inner peace. Call to schedule an appointment at 561-808-9108. Service provided by Calypso Shah Spiritual Center, 561-808-9108. With a nationwide knowledge in the real estate market, Stefan Statlander will give you the best tools available in the market to make that real estate transaction a breeze. Buying, selling, renting, personal or commercial. Stefan is a broker associate and has the experience and reliability you have been looking for. Brokerage with Stateland Brown, LLC. Call to set up an appointment at 561-572-1911. Our community is growing every day, and our show streams through iHeartRadio to any place in the world. Don't lose the opportunity to advertise during our show. Call at 561-808-9108.
Welcome back to Boca Soul Radio Talk Show. We're here today with Sandra.
Hey.
Carolina, our guest today.
Hello, everybody.
And Calypso.
Hello.
So this is our last segment for our show. We've been talking throughout the whole show about sound, music, language, and spirituality and how it all relates. That's why we had Carolina today. She does sound healing here in South Florida. She has a beautiful website, carolinazacharias.com.
Yeah.
I saw your videos over there. You also have a radio show.
And I have articles that a lot of people around the world are reading them. It's medicine to stretch our consciousness,
Beautiful.
to knock down our paradigm and be free.
Excellent. So before we go today, we want Calypso is going to do a small reading on Carolina, and we're so excited.
Small.
People love to see. Well, for her it is. She does, an hour.
It's not 1 hour.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
more. For me, it's
Yes.
like I start talking and I'm done. Yeah. Okay. So it's interesting because usually I don't go into the information of people before unless it's something come up. So I was yesterday just thinking about you, and what I saw that you are playing the piano in past lifetime, and you're a really good pianist. You're living in this mansion, and you're a good pianist and all that, but you're like really not comfortable with this because it was too boxy for you. It's like in a box. You don't like to do things in a box. No.
Look at me how I'm dressing up. Out of the box.
Out of the box. I see a lot of Native American in you. Even if you were not dressed like this, I could see a lot of past lifetime. And you love more the instruments that are free and you can express yourself as you go, not something that you need to read notes, right?
Yes, absolutely. That probably is the reason to why I couldn't allow myself to the piano lessons when I was growing up. Yeah.
And even in this lifetime.
Yeah.
You were.
This right now. Yeah.
Oh,
as
cool.
Carolina. Yeah. I like instruments and don't require me to think. Just to feel them.
To be free.
The gone, the singing balls, they're free. I don't have to read notes. I just can do it and throw myself in that.
You need to go with your intuition and with your spirit.
Yeah.
And this is very important thing for you. So in many lifetimes, you were in a native. So when you were in a native society, you were really happy. Because then it usually was like experiencing yourself in like you go. And when you were in other societies where everything is boxing and you were suffering. And I feel that now in this lifetime you can go, you are in a society where, we are all modern and all that, but you have the opportunity to do whatever you want and it's okay.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. It's bringing to be that way. I found my way to freedom.
Exactly.
Yes.
And it's interesting because, obviously I wanted to do a reading about somebody connected to music, and I thought you are so connected, but we all are connected to music. And we all went through something. Like when I grew up, we couldn't choose instrument. We were told what we are good for. So they chose for me the mandolin. Not good.
Look at your face.
No good. I couldn't do it. My hands are very delicate. I couldn't do this. And I dream about piano. But I was not obviously smart enough or whatever they thought for piano. But for me, piano was my dream when I was growing up. You know, this thing, and I like to play guitar. I can't play guitar, so I mean, like there are all kind of things that I feel like connected to my past lifetime. But I like as well the.
But you have a beautiful voice. That's the best instrument you play.
Yes.
You were singing beautifully. Yeah.
You have to sing for us, Calypso.
Beautiful.
Calypso just show us her talent, hidden talent. Nobody
We just found out today.
Yes. 2 minutes before the show.
Well, when I grew up, we were singing a lot, and we had choir, and I always sang. But I felt, you know, the fright, you know, like to sing in front of people, and I can't hold on to my breath enough, like you sing to sing. So I never went into like career or something. My oldest daughter is a singer. But
yeah, I think that's something that you need to work on it now, because you have the capacity to go bigger, and you're holding on because of the fear, you know.
Right.
And it's working on it, on the powerful soul that you are, on it, and you're gonna see how you reflect that. I saw a video that our bigger fears. I don't know if you saw that. And one of the bigger fears is to shine out our light, the brightest. Don't be scared to shine your light out, you know, and just shine it.
Yeah, and I think through song you can bring so much light to people, and I love to sing. I'm singing in the shower, I'm singing in the kitchen, I'm singing everywhere.
Yeah, you should raise your voice when you're singing, because it's a pleasure for others around you. Give it to them, you know. When you were singing before, you were hesitating, and I was like, let it go, because it's beautiful. Whatever language that you use, your voice is beautiful.
I know.
Thank you so much.
Calypso sang us in 3 different languages in 2 minutes, and we're like, oh my God, what happened? We had another person.
Yeah.
Totally surprised us.
Well, I love songs. It was time when I would put music from all the countries on my YouTube, on Facebook. I just will go and choose something from YouTube and put in my Facebook and say, you don't have to talk, to make peace, to do anything. Just put songs, and it will already work for you, and will make.
Yeah, I remember when I was growing up, I listened to Bob Marley and songs like that, you know, that beside all the judgment that people have toward Bob Marley or John Lennon, you know, there's the words were wisdom.
No, the words were good.
Wisdom,
it brings unity.
You know?
Everybody loved those
and
words.
Power and love and conciliation, you know, and lift up my childhood. It oriented me toward belief of the higher consciousness, respect and consideration for everybody. Those songs, you know, so that you see the power of music, the power of the song. How can we change society just through that?
You know? And how we talk about throughout all this show, our conclusion is how music sounds, because it's so we're so excited, so happy that we brought you, because you bring these basic sounds of nature, and that's how you heal people. And so these sounds come with an intention already, that it's to heal. And the first thing before something happens, as Calypso brought from the Bible, first is the sound, and then is creation. Then it materializes in something that is created. And I think today, you know, it's a beautiful show talking about. I think everybody, you know, feel the connection one way or another. And we brought so many different topics from different, you know, we're talking about the plants, talking about the crystals, all. And bottom line, we're humans, we have ears, we hear, but we not only hear, but we feel the vibration.
Yeah, we all are one. You brought the plant kingdom, you know, and the plant kingdom are our brothers and sisters of the plant kingdom. And when you talk to them, you talk to your voice, but the way to communicate with that is through the feeling. You know, I think that it's very important for people to start feeling the music, feeling the plants, and in the feeling is a knowing. And you know the connection and the messages that they're giving to you. That's the way to communicate with all the kingdoms on earth.
Excellent.
Yeah, I want to say something, you know, like in a kind of funny way. The first person that talked in the Bible was a woman. Was talking with a snake. Guess what? That's why you said women are talking.
And that's why sometimes they call us snakes.
Yeah.
In Latin American, they call us snakes.
Well,
but the snake is healing. You see, that the snake is represent the symbol of,
of
health,
vitality.
Yeah, and the Kundalini energy, power on your feminine energy.
And yes, power it's feminine, it's energy, it's not masculine actually.
Yeah,
and it's creation.
It's both, because we're one. We're feminine and we're masculine beings.
Exactly.
But we haven't utilized the power of our feminine side yet. We started to.
Now the earth is, we are moving towards, right now, the attunement of the earth is feminine.
Yeah.
Feminine energy.
That can be another topic for you guys. Yeah. And you invite me over.
Maybe we can embrace
and
that.
I will have you again.
Yes, exactly. There you go. Let's talk about feminine energy.
Yeah. Yes. And I heard that the sun is masculine. So
yeah.
Somebody just taught me this week about the sun is masculine. So if we embrace the sun and earth.
Well, accordingly with traditional Chinese medicine, which is the school I follow, everything has feminine and masculine.
Right.
You know, we are both contained. So the sun is feminine and it's masculine.
That's
and,
right.
and it's feminine and masculine in everything.
And I think that's how we're finally embracing that in our culture. You know, you can see how the roles in people, women doing supposedly men chores, and the opposite is coming along throughout this time, and everybody's losing taboos about it. Now you see parents with a baby, you know, man with a baby.
That's beautiful. Every time that I see a father with a baby, I say that's beautiful. You know.
Well, I have to wrap it up now.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you, Karina, for coming.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. My pleasure. Namaste.
Namaste. We love your instruments. Thank you, everybody, for listening to our show today. This show is Boca Soul Radio. You can also go to our website, bocasoulcenter.com. You can see our recording for today. You can stream us live every show, every Friday at 2 o'clock. And if you missed our show, maybe you missed half of our show, you can always go to our website and see our back recordings. And it's actually video. So you can see all of our energy. You can see our beautiful background. And we had many different items we brought up from the metaphysical side. And we also brought Carolina's instruments. Thank you so much here at Boca Soul Radio Show. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks for listening to Boca Soul, featuring Calypso, brought to you by the Calypso Shah Spiritual Center in Boca Raton, specializing in past lives readings, astrology, plus energy healing, event planning, and more. Calypso Spiritual Center, where you discover the beauty of your soul. Call 561-808-9180 to make your appointment. And tune in again next week for more Boca Soul.